welcome back to GAMER-0. I'm your host T Hill. So today's episode is going to be about Mass Effect 2 for the PlayStation 3. This is my demo impressions. You know, it's just going to be like the DC Universe Online. I'm going to go through it and explain how I feel about the game as a whole. I'm going to cut out all the cutscenes, just get through the gameplay. Make this brief, hopefully not 40 minutes to an hour. So let's get it in. Let's start this demo off. I'm going to pick male, loading screen. If you guys know me, I'm not big on loading screens. It really pulls you out of the experience. I'm all about keeping, some people are all about competition. I love competition, but I'm mainly about immersion. A developer has to draw you into the time. So let's go through these settings. Set it up on normal, auto level for everyone. Just for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to set this up for subtitles so that way you can read it. If you can't hear it. Squad power, yep, cool. Like I said, okay, doesn't look like I'll be cutting through this. I'm pressing the button, it ain't doing jack. So, take a sip of my soda. Probably the only soda I drink squirt when I do drink soda, which is hardly ever. So, this is just recapping Mass Effect 1. Beautiful game. Just really stylized, really artistic. The aesthetics are pleasant. Art direction, great. You know, for a game several years old now, it still is a beautiful, beautiful title. And just so for those of you who don't know, this is running on the ME3 engine and not the ME2 engine, which was for the Mass Effect 2 that the 360 owners got a copy of. This is actually running off of, at least from what's been out there that the dev confirmed, is that this is running off the ME3 engine. I'm not sure if that's the official title of the engine, but it's the engine they're using for Part 3. So, you know, it's got slightly better lighting, slightly better textures, at least for the purpose of the demo. As you can see in that one little quick section, there's still screen tearing, obviously. I'm sure with a full game install, probably won't be as bad. I like to cut through this so that way I can get straight to the game for you guys. I know these are beautiful, but last time I tried to make a video, and this is my second attempt at trying to make a video, it froze. This demo froze on me at the very end. And I refuse to do a video that's like half finished. So if it takes me 3 tries, 4 tries, 5 tries, I'll keep going until I get this video right. And hopefully I won't have any problems and I'll get the video right on this try. Alright, come on. I'm a little impatient. Got this. Once I'm done doing this video, I still have to put both of these clips, the clip of me talking and the gameplay clip together, render it, so it's gonna take roughly, depending on how long it takes for this demo to go through, for me it's roughly, I think, like 40 minutes. You're looking at, if I finish this at about 11:40, say 11:40 the latest, God forbid I don't die a lot. Looking at from 11:30, 11:40, I gotta put together, do a little quick editing, then render. It'll probably be done rendering probably about 9 in the morning. Yeah. Last one was 86,000 frames to render. A normal video for me to render. It's like 22,000, maybe 25,000 frames. It's 3 to 4 hours of render time. Found some little shortcuts to speed that up. It just means I have to make sure I'm almost perfect on the first run, because I'm not going to render something 3 times over if one time is 10 hours, 12 hours. So it's got to be close to perfect first time through. So you just saw the scene with Miranda and the elusive man talking. Looked gorgeous. You guys have seen that video tons and tons of times. It's kind of why I wanted to cut out this scene. But didn't dawn on me that it leads right into the actual gameplay section. I'm trying to keep my cat. I inherited a cat a while back. My friend was gonna take the cat and put it down, and I couldn't do that, so I took the cat. But he's nosy, and he sees that I got my dinner next to me, and he's gonna try to get into it from time to time. So if you guys see me kind of like look over, it's me telling my cat, I don't think so. Yes. You guys come first then over me eating. My food's waiting for me to do this video for you guys. No, you get down, cat. He's like a baby. Since I took him in, that cat like won't get off of me. Enough about me and my cat. The game, as you can see, if you haven't watched this part from any of the trailers, any of the videos that were put out when Mass Effect 2 originally released, it looks gorgeous. The style that's put into this world is amazing, absolutely amazing. Only problem I had, and it's just because everything else is so gorgeous, is that you notice that the character models, they're detailed. They're really detailed. The texture's great on some of them. Some of the NPC characters are, but for the most part, the textures are awesome. What I found is that all of the characters' mouths and their facial expressions look like they're mannequin. So we're about to hop into the gameplay. And it just looks beautiful. This lighting is amazing. And the frame rate when it's running great is breathtaking. The game really shines when it's at its peak. That's just unbelievable. Wow. And then you can see it drops down for probably for dramatic capture, or it could be the engine not being able to handle it all. And as you can see, the Normandy is in a lot of trouble. It's going down. It's done. And we get into the gameplay, and it looks gorgeous. As you can see, a lot beautiful, beautiful flames, super vibrant, thick, kind of like gassy atmosphere that really accents this kind of claustrophobic cabin pressure, full of poisonous smokes and gas, and that light, how the gas kind of gives it a nice haze to it. The hanging wires, it's just really gorgeous art direction. It's beautiful, beyond beautiful. Look up there at the little sparks hitting the wall and spattering it off. Looks amazing. And yeah, I know that's probably some trickery done, but wow, that's impressive trickery. Like the display's broken. You remember back in the days with the TVs that kind of cracked up like that? Yeah. And it just looks, look at how smoke. If you've ever been in a lounge where there's lots of smokers, you'll know that that's kind of what that looked like. Now they changed the whole palette up on you from that rich reds to this gorgeous blue. You can hear Shepard breathing in his helmet, and it gives you the whole sense of like, this is space, you're alone. It's subtle touches like that to me that are really impressive. But the main thing is, if you walk back and you really look at like how the blues are accented, and the saturation of them is just remarkable. You can see pieces of debris flying off in the background. It's the way everything kind of slows down to a halt. Not sure what that's supposed to be. That's probably a broken image or light or something, but doesn't really stack up to the rest of it. But then you got this one piece for me really did it. The moment you bump this chair and it moves, yeah, people can say whatever, but it really kind of adds to that you're in space kind of experience. And I loved it. I personally love those kind of touches. For me, it shows the labor of love from a developer. And like right here, even just that little sheen, the ripples that are going on this energy field to keep the space out, remarkable. You can see it like as it cascades along the edge of the wall. Just beautiful.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here. Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here. I can still save her. The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship.
Let me explain one thing. My PlayStation 3, I have it standing up, and I had already had everything mounted together. So with my old TV, there was plenty of space between the top of my PlayStation 3 and before the TV began. But with the new 55-inch, there's not. It actually overlaps about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. So I can't see, because they put those little, the question wheel or whatever, I forgot what it's called, at the bottom of the screen, and my PlayStation 3 is right in the middle. I'd have to stand up to see it, so I'm kind of looking for the cue on the monitor to pick it up. So he's like, okay, cool. This is all bad for me, but at least I saved my buddy. Uh-oh. And you might have noticed for a quick second, he was like leaking some air. That's a problem when you're in space. Leaking air means you're probably not going to be around for too long. You can see back, he's like coasting, he's like, cool. Not my best of days. Sailing in. Oh, wait a minute. Right about now, he realizes he's screwed. He's leaking air. And he's squirming and don't know what he's planning on doing. Maybe sticking his fingers in the holes. But you see the air start to go away, and he stops moving. And you can see that kind of like the atmospheric haze of heat is catching onto his body as the gravitational pull of that planet sucks him in. And then you get the, sunset horizon? I always get those things backwards as it kind of like dims out over the edge of the planet. It's horizon. 1 and 2. Sunset, sunrise. I always get that mixed up. Another thing you may not know, cutscenes. They're cool. I really want them always to be in engine. They could be buffed up in engine, in-game in engine. But I always like them to stay in that world, because it kind of leaves you with this taste like, ooh, wow, this is how the game actually looks. And then you're pulled out, over that world when you're thrown back into the game, because you realize,